Well, as usual, almost like clockwork, whatever that might actually happen to mean. And now, having said that, all of it, I wouldn't be surprised if sooner than not I'm once again somewhere, empty-handed. And then, about 2 seconds later, not empty-handed, left hand, right hand. There is no pattern, at least none I can readily see. I don't even care about that. So, forget about it. As I was saying, I can foresee myself coming in soon, next week, the week after, with a fragment, a new fragment. And I can hear irony. I can feel it hanging in the air almost after all this time. I'll hold a piece of paper. It will have "in" on it, and it will headline that will read, "Like clockwork." But not today, not tonight. Tonight I do for you, and for me, again, once again, given to me, from one hand to mine. And as always, that's I can say, because that's all I know. They always arrive, the fragments, the paper, with ink. They arrive, well, at the right time, I imagine I would say. But I've been asked, have you really never been able to identify the person, man, woman, who hands the fragments off to you? Have considered trying to see, maybe try to catch a glimpse of the face that's attached to the hand? And to such questions, I have a meager reply at best. First, in the beginning, yes, to a point. But then, as we can all agree, unless we fucking liars, that life needs living, and that requires moving, walking, speaking, eating, looking ahead, for cars, buses, the police, for some us perhaps. Next, I say this. If you yourself really want to know, want to see, want to catch, if you will, if you want to catch whoever it will be who hands off one of the next fragments to me, well, have at it. Follow me around. Get a camera. Hire a private investigator. Whatever. I don't care. And then, next week, or the week after, we both will be back here. Me, a new fragment in hand, just like clockwork. And you'll be wondering what happened, how you missed it. When did it happen? Impossible! Okay, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling how it's going to go. But if you feel luck, if you feel wonderful, if you feel like you're the one who is going to catch the tiger before the tiger catches you, have at it. Be my guest. Until then, let's take lesson from Hegel and take up what there is before us and see what we have. This new fragment sings a headline that reads as follows: The Here Around Corner. The body of the text reads as follows: Sometimes we wait around the corner and take our chances. And that's it, all of it. And so it goes, the here around corner. Sometimes we wait around the corner and take our chances. Now, I reckon I'll say a few things about this fragment, or rather, I'll say a few things after reading this fragment to you, a crowd, an audience, to you all who are here, for this reason alone. Let's begin. Sometimes we wait around the corner and take our chances. Yes, that's how it goes, isn't it? Let us begin not with certainty, but with silence. The kind of silence that happens just before the turn. You know the one. That breath you hold when you're not sure what's coming. The pause in your step, the quickened heart, the whisper of "now" that echoes only in the bones. The corner is not just a place. It is not just the edge where one hallway meets another, or where two streets converge at dusk. The corner, this corner, the one in our fragment, is a moment, a decision, a risk, a bend in the thread of time where neither past nor future can be seen clearly. It is the here that exists just before you know what the next here will be. It is not the edge of something, it is the edge of you. Let us take these words slowly. Let us let them teach us. 1. Sometimes we wait. We are not always in motion. Though our modern world shouts in favor of acceleration, there are moments when the soul insists otherwise. To wait is to be human. To wait is to practice the rare art of non-interference. It is not passive, it is restraint under the weight of the unknown. And so, sometimes we wait. We wait when we don't know what to say. We wait when we don't know if the door will open. We wait for a reply, a knock, a sign, a thaw. But the philosopher tells you, not all waiting is created equal. There is the kind of waiting that is full of dread. There is the kind of waiting that is brimming with hope. And then there is the kind of waiting this fragment refers to. The sacred pause before the corner is turned. This is not the waiting of procrastination. It is not the waiting of fear. It is the waiting of alignment. We are not quite ready, or the world is not quite ready for us, or perhaps both. So we wait, not forever, just long enough. And how will we know when the time is right? We won't. That's what makes it a corner. 2. Around the corner. Ah, yes, around the corner. That strange little phrase of geography and fate. That evasive, hopeful place that promises difference just out of sight. Have you ever noticed how life seems to cluster at corners? There's the corner of your childhood street, where you first saw the girl with the pink laces in her shoes. The corner where your father once stood with coffee, waiting for a bus that never came. The corner of your grandmother's kitchen table, where she turned pie dough with elbows like anchors. Corners carry memory. Corners gather consequence. Even in our speech we say, what lies around the corner? We rarely say, what lies straight ahead? Because deep down we know, life doesn't move in straight lines. It turns. And when it turns, it asks something of us. A corner changes your point of view. A corner blocks your ability to see. A corner, by its very geometry, humbles your arrogance. You cannot predict what's beyond it. You must go to know. And that, my friend, is no accident. That is life's design. Life is not a hallway. It is a sequence of corners. 3. And, yes, that strange little hinge word, that pause, that breath, that nod between sentences, that permission. And what is this and doing here? It is carrying the weight of transition. We have waited. We have approached the corner. And what? Here, my friend, is where life starts writing in invisible ink. The and is the pivot. It is the moment of yes. It is the signal that something will happen, something must happen, but you do not yet know what. This is where courage gathers, because and is not always gentle. Sometimes and leads to grief. Sometimes and leads to glory. Sometimes and leads to something you were not ready for. But still, there it is. The and. It waits for no one. And